Ernie H. is a celebrated American gospel singer, regarded for his awesome tenor voice and profound contributions to the arena of Southern gospel music. Born on December 12, 1964. In Evansville, Indiana, Ernie grew up in a Christian household wherein tune and faith played central roles in shaping his childhood from a younger age. Ernie exhibited an amazing talent for singing, frequently performing in church and faculty occasions. His deep-rooted love for gospel music commenced all through during those youth as he became inspired via iconic organizations like the Cathedral Quartet, a collection he would in the future join and help to immortalize in gospel track history. After graduating from high school, Ernie pursued his ardor for making a song with the aid of performing with numerous gospel businesses. His step forward got here in 1990. Whilst he changed into invited to enroll in the Cathedral Quartet, one of the most legendary and influential Southern gospel organizations of all time, underneath the mentorship of institution leader George Jans and Glenn Payne, Ernie's talent flourished, and he became a standout tenor inside the gospel world. His youthful power, charisma, and amazing voice delivered a sparkling dynamic to the quartet, encompassing him admiration from lovers and admiration tomorrow peers alike. At some stage in his time with the Cathedral Quartet, Ernie contributed to numerous acclaimed albums and carried out at endless venues spreading the gospel through tune, but the group disbanded in 1999 following the retirement of its members, leaving a considerable void in the Southern gospel community for Ernie. This marked a turning point in his profession. Whilst he deeply cherished his time with the group, he additionally noticed it as an opportunity to preserve its legacy in a brand new manner. In 2003, Ernie Haase based Ernie Haase and Signature Sound, a quartet devoted to carrying on the traditions of Southern gospel whilst additionally bringing a current twist to the style. The institution quick won popular IDY for its revolutionary fashion-tight harmonies and active performances. Ernie's vision became to create a quartet that venerated the legacy of companies like the Cathedral Quartet, at the same time as appealing to a more youthful technology. This balance between subculture and innovation have become a hallmark of Signature Sound achievement. Below Ernie's leadership, the group launched numerous chart-topping albums and received several awards, consisting of Dove Awards and Grammy nominations. Signature Sound became recognized for hits like Oh What a Savior, Getaway Jordan, and Glorious Day. Their performances had been characterized by means of their high-energy, heartfelt messages and Ernie's enticing degree presence. Ernie's ardor for sharing the gospel through song resonated with audiences worldwide, cementing his popularity as a main discern in the style. Beyond his musical profession, Ernie Haase is likewise a devoted own family man. He married Lisa Jans, the daughter of George Jans, in 1990, further solidifying his connection. Sentient to the gospel tune legacy, Lisa has been a pillar of guide at some stage in Ernie's profession, often accompanying him on excursions and serving as a supply of notion in his lifestyles. The couple's partnership, both individually and professionally, has been a testimony to their shared religion and commitment to every other. Ernie's lifestyles has not been without challenges. The demands of a journeying musician's life, coupled with the stress to uphold a legacy, have tested his resilience, but his unwavering religion and sturdy circle of relatives guide were the cornerstones of his potential to navigate these challenges. Ernie has regularly spoken approximately how his faith publications him in both his non-public and professional existence, offering him with the energy to persevere and the incentive to encourage others through his track. Similarly to his paintings with Signature Sound, Ernie has been concerned in diverse different initiatives, inclusive of collaborations with different gospel artists and participation in their homecoming occasions. His contributions to gospel tune extend beyond performance. He has additionally been instrumental in mentoring young artists, ensuring that the legacy of Southern gospel maintains to thrive for destiny generations. Ernie Haase's career spans over 3 decades, and his effect on gospel music is immeasurable. He has now not only preserved the rich traditions of Southern gospel, however, has also delivered innovative factors which have broadened its attraction. His dedication to his craft, his religion, and his family are obvious in everything he does, making him a liked parent within the gospel music community. Today, Ernie Haase maintains to tour and document with signature sound, bringing pleasure and concept to audiences around the arena. His story is one in all ardor, perseverance, and motive, a testament to the transformative strength of music and faith through his existence, and honor to the Star Trek paintings. Ernie H. has left an indelible mark on the sector of gospel music, ensuring that its message of hope and salvation will continue to resonate for generations to return. Ernie H., the prestigious gospel tenor and founding father of signature sound, has spent many years as inspiring audiences with his tune and message of faith. However, like absolutely everyone who dedicates their lifestyles to spreading joy, Ernie has additionally faced profound, non-public sorrows that examine the very foundation of his faith. Among those challenges, the passing of George Jans, his mentor father-in-law, law and lifelong proposal remains one of the deepest wounds of his lifestyles. It became a second that formed no longer handiest his career, but also his perspective on lifestyle's own family. And because George Jans changed into not just a legendary determine in Southern gospel track, he became additionally Ernie's hero, and one of the reasons Ernie pursued a profession in gospel, joining the Cathedral Quartet. Inside the 1990s, become a dream come authentic for Ernie because it allowed him to face shoulder to shoulder with George, gaining knowledge from his information, humor, and unwavering commitment to his craft and faith. Their bond grew deeper while Ernie married George's daughter, Lisa, in 1990. What commenced as an expert admiration blossomed right into a close-knit familial dating. George became not only Ernie's mentor, but also a father, discerned, guiding him through the United States of America and downs of the song industry. With staying power and love, in 2005, George Jans passed away. After a long battle with heart and kidney issues, his demise left a gaping void in Ernie's lifestyles. George had been a consistent presence and anchor in both his profession and personal lifestyles. For Ernie, losing George felt like losing part of his very own identification. George had been the patriarch of the Young's own family and a cornerstone of Ernie's religious and musical journey. The grief became compounded by the truth that Ernie needed to balance mourning the lack of his mentor, even as also assisting Lisa and the Wise family via their sorrow. OIE regularly spoke approximately how tons George's have an effect on had shaped his lifestyles, both musically and spiritually. George's humor and humility taught him how to connect with audiences, even as his deep faith taught him to trust God, even within the maximum hard times. However, now faced with George's absence, Ernie observed himself grappling with doubts and questions. How would he continue to carry the legacy of Southern gospel song without the person who were his finest trainer? How may want to he comfortably send the own family, whilst his personal heart changed into so heavy amid this grief? Ernie turned to the one factor that had constantly given him solace: song. He poured his emotions into his work with signature sound, channeling his pain into performances that celebrated George's life and legacy. Each notice he sang became a tribute, every live performance a hazard to honor the person who had given him so much. In 2006, Ernie and Signature Sound collaborated with the Gaia vocal band at the collectively album in tour, which blanketed heartfelt tributes to George. These moments of remembrance brought recuperation now not only to Ernie, but also to the infinite fanatics who mourned along him at domestic. Ernie leaned on Lisa, and Lisa leaned on him. Together they navigated their grief regularly, reflecting on George's legacy of faith and love. Lisa, too, had lost a pillar of her global, and she determined energy in Ernie's willpower to carry ahead. George's spirit in the entirety they did. Their shared recollections of George became a source of comfort, and their bond grew more potent as they supported every different. Ernie also drew power from his prolonged gospel track own family, including Bill and Gloria Gaither, who were near buddies of George, and an important part of Ernie's aid machine in the years following George's dying. Ernie located a new intensity in his faith, whilst the ache of loss in no way absolutely disappeared. He began to see it as a reminder of the profound impact George had on his life. He often shared with audiences that grief is a testament to love. The deeper the affection, the greater the sorrow. When that individual is gone, this attitude allowed him to embrace his grief as a part of his journey, using it to connect with others who were additionally experiencing loss these days. Ernie keeps to honor George Jan's legacy, not simply through his track, however, through the way he lives his lifestyles. He He strives to emulate George's kindness, humility, 30, and unwavering faith both on and rancid. The degree for Ernie George's lifestyles changed into a shining example of the way to serve others. Through track and ministry, the sorrow of dropping George Jans remains one of the best challenges Ernie Haase has confronted, but it also have become a defining moment in his lifestyles. It deepened his commitment to his circle of relatives, bolstered his faith, and stimulated him to carry on the legacy of the person he cherished and admired so deeply via his music. Ernie has grew to become his ache into purpose, ensuring that George's impact will keep to touch lives for generations. To return, thank you so much for looking. I definitely recognize your assist. In case you enjoyed this video, be sure to depart a like and remark underneath. I'd like to listen what you watched. See you inside the subsequent video.